In the battle between darkness and light, how do you equip yourself for victory? Introducing The Arsenal, Praying with a God of War, the ultimate guide to spiritual warfare. Tap into the divine power of prayer, harness the strength of ancient strategies, and stand firm against the forces of chaos. Crafted for both seasoned warriors and for those new to the spiritual battlefield, this book offers insight and empowerment.
This book is not like any other warfare prayer book that you will find on the market.
Arm yourself, pray with purpose, conquer with the arsenal. The power is in your hands. How will you wield it?
Hi, my name is Dr. Wayne T. Richards. I am the author of From Coffee to Coin. On my way to church a couple weeks ago, God said to me, the coffee strategy. Now, I've been discussing with those that follow me on the investment front that the barriers to investments in our communities of color are not really there. They're just perceived. And we think we need a large sum of money. For those of us who have it, it's a wonderful thing. But for those of us who are living paycheck to paycheck, understanding that something has to change and are looking for an opportunity to find themselves in an investment vehicle that will help build generational wealth, this is for you. This is from coin. This is from coffee to coin. And what this book details is simply this. After I had added up how much coffee I drank 7 days a week, $5.63, that's what it is now. At the current market rate, it worked out to be between $35,000 and $4,000, depending on what else I was purchasing every morning when I went to Dunkin' Donuts. And I came up with a plan. Not that I had not or haven't been investing in crypto previously, I have. But where can I find extra funds to add to what I'm building from a generational perspective? And that is where the idea came from, that I would eliminate some of my discretionary spending, or I would reduce some of my discretionary spending so I would have the resources to dollar cost average into crypto. Now, from coffee to coin just simply details a plan that can be transferred over any discretionary spending, and it's prepared for you. It shows you how it works. And the book, you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on WayneTRichards.com. And what it does, it shows us that 1 cup of coffee at a time can start build. It shows that 1 cup of coffee at a time can start building a bag that can be prepared or left for generations to come. If we do the work, if we practice some discipline now, we can do it. So go ahead to Amazon, go ahead to WayneTRichards.com, and go ahead and pick up From Coffee to Coin. Blessings. Good morning, Deliverance Chronicles fam. How y'all doing? So, I was thinking about doing a new sector on Deliverance to talk about the sessions that we encountered every week. So put in the chat what y'all think about it, but I'm gonna start sharing some of the things that we've experienced this week, in my opinion, that were revelatory. So if you've been following me for any period of time, you'll hear me say that some of the things that we're starting to see right now, me personally, from a deliverance perspective, we have never seen before. I'm gonna just be honest, some of the things that we're experiencing, we haven't seen before. And so what do you mean, Dr. Wayne, we haven't seen it before? You've heard me say before that I believe, and the evidence shows based on the amount of sessions that we're doing, that the kingdom of darkness is evolving in this strategy, and because God is revealing and exposing, because of the evolution, we're seeing and hearing things that we've never seen before. Not saying that they've never existed. We have just never seen it. So we're coming across where what's being revealed is how the enemy uses cosmetics, makeup, hair. It's almost as if there's a twofold type of strategy. The first thing is that they make sure that some of the cosmetics, majority of it, contains human remains. So the abortion industry is a huge contributor to the cosmetics industry, and they work hand in hand. There are two demons that are involved, actually three demons that are involved as a unit to defile humans. Cosmetic or Cosmeticus is one of them. Mascara is the second one. The word mascara actually means mask. And the third one is just simply vanity, and they all work together to defile humans, specifically or most prodigiously women, to get them to open the door. The other thing is you're dealing with companies that dedicate their companies or their products to devils, and that in itself is sowing on an unrighteous altar outside of buying what God has already considered accursed. And so we're finding that there's almost no products, and this is why believers have to get involved in creating and making their own products, is because if we leave it up to the world is going to do what the world does. And I think we forget that we live in this world, but as we are being conformed to the image of Christ through the way we think, our mind, then we have to understand that there's things that wouldn't be an issue or is not an issue that we shouldn't be involved in, number one. Number two, the proliferation of a collaboration of the prophetic, makeup, hair, fashion coming together as the image of female prophetic voices. And people ain't gonna want to hear this. When I ask God why you always give me these topics, it's like, because I know you're gonna say it. So I'm gonna say it. We're not saying that these individuals are not prophets. The ones that are false prophets, I'll tell you who they are, I'll call them out. The issue is we've bought into the imagery of the world that is not the image of God. So in one of these sessions, the Spirit was like, yeah, we try to get women to wear our products, specifically hair, nails, and makeup, so we can take their glory and give it to our agents. So the truth is, and this is the whole okie doke pistol smoke, the marine world, or the mermaids, they understand that the true image of beauty is the females. Godly or human women created in the image and likeness of God is the true image of beauty, and by getting you to adapt their image of beauty, and they do it because they desire your image of beauty. So women have been duped to believe that they must add accoutrements to who they are and the way they look. And the reason why the enemy's duping, or the marine kingdom is duping you to believe that, because the truth is they want your glory. So they make you feel less than, they make you feel not beautiful, so you can add their beauty, all manufactured, all created, and the marketing and the influence behind it is all from the kingdom of darkness, so that you would adapt their beauty and reject the beauty that God has given you, because that is what they really desire. Oh, what a pistol smoke. When I came to that understanding of this is what they're doing, I'm like, yo, folk not gonna believe me, right? They're not gonna believe. But the reason why we come to these revelations, or we have this information, is because we are in the midst, in the trenches of trying to set God's people free. And then when you start probing and you hold these spirits to an oath of truth, and they start telling you how they gain entrance how they operate, how they've duped humans into believing that they're not beautiful so that they would adopt the beauty of the waters and that they will steal your beauty and give it to whoever they choose. This is the kind of things that we are enduring or witnessing or experiencing when we do these sessions. The second thing is there is a fragility of human spirits. I don't know if it's trauma. I know it's designed because the enemy doesn't do anything that is not by design. So people are traumatized and they have breaches to the point where they have soul parts of people that they've listened to, right? Specifically people that are suspect or compromised when it comes to this belief system that we have, and just people who have a fragility in their soul, so human spirits and demons can monitor through their own eyes. Listen, if I didn't see it myself, I probably wouldn't believe it. Not that I probably would believe it, because we've seen so much that we are conditioned to understand that there's so much more that we don't know about. It's so much more that we don't know about the spirit world that God is choosing to reveal. Why? Because we're living in a day and age where humanity, especially here in the United States, it done lost their mind. Remember the scripture in I think it was Isaiah that says, "Woe!" I'll look it up and I'll tag it in this video. Woe when we start calling evil good and good evil. We've been doing that for a while. But what makes it even more crazy now is that now we're doing it to our own immediate physical detriment. What are you saying, Dr. Wayne? I'm saying, when has lowered crime not been a good thing? When has no murders at over a certain period of time, something that has never occurred before, not a good thing, to the point where you say you want that old thing back, you want that old lifestyle back, you want to be ducking from bullets being fired over your head? That makes no sense. So we're seeing that the manipulation is heavy. The last thing I want to add is this. We also came across another session where the jab is instrumental in mind control. They can formulate a plan to change the mind or influence the mind of the people because of what was introduced in the human body through the jab. So now, if you have taken the jab and you want to get deliverance, call me and let me know. We'll pray for you. But the truth is that people are now being affected by 5 and 6G towers that has the ability to incite a uniformed negative response to a thing, a uniformed negative outlook through mind control, through what was released through the jab, to change your mind, affect your mind, influence you into a mindset or a behavior. These are the things that we're seeing now that I'm not surprised. But when you understand the spirituality of not trusting God and how dangerous it is to say that you will trust man with an experimental medication or intrusion into your body for the sake of making you feel safe, only to use it as a tool of destruction. So I figured today that every week I'll talk about what we're seeing in these sessions. I don't know what we're going to call this session. I'm going to talk to Chelsea and see what it is. And we're going to do a quick snapshot of the in my opinion, the most important things that we're seeing in these deliverance sessions.
Hidden powers beneath the waters affect your life more than you know. Recognize the signs of marine alien influence. Discover freedom, break the hidden chains today. Available now at WayneTRichards.com and Amazon.